everybody, welcome to Living Traditions Homestead. My name is Sarah and this is my youngest daughter, Samantha. She's gonna help me today. Well, it is raining today. We're actually having some storms come up from the Gulf Coast from the hurricane, and here it has not been too bad so far. We've just had some light rain and mist, so I'm thankful for that. But I'm also thankful for the rain because that means I don't have to water the garden. Kevin and I don't have to water the garden. So today, Samantha and I decided that we were gonna do some things with the peppers that we've been growing. A couple weeks ago, we picked some of the peppers and we did something new to our homestead. We fermented the peppers. And I have in front of me the jars that we fermented. You're supposed to wait 2 weeks before you try the fermented peppers, and today is just 1 day past 2 weeks. So we decided that we would taste them for the very first time with you guys. Now I also have some pickled peppers. These are actually pepperoncini peppers that I pickled last year. So we're gonna do like a taste comparison and see if we like them, which one we like better maybe, and see if the fermented peppers are crunchier, because sometimes when you're pickling things and they go through the canning process, they kind of get a little soggy feeling. So we're gonna do a little bit of taste comparison, and I'm gonna see if Samantha will actually try the pickled peppers because they might be spicy. But she doesn't really like spicy peppers, so we'll see. All right, so we're gonna test these peppers for the very first time. Oh, thank you. I think you should go first.
No.
So if you missed the video where we fermented these, I'll go ahead and put a card here for you guys to go back and test them.
It's very full.
It is very full of the brine. We're gonna take out the weight, hopefully. We're gonna make a mess while we do it.
That's why we have plates under.
Yes. I'm gonna pull that out. So these are the mild ones. Why don't you go ahead and taste that?
I'm scared.
Why?
What if I don't like them?
Well then, I'll eat them, and if you don't like them, then we know we'll never do it again. They smell really good.
Those are really good.
Are they good?
They're not as crunchy as I expected.
But they're good. They smell good. They smell a little sour.
They're very good.
Ooh.
I want to try one.
The flavor is really amazing. It's a little bit salty, not too sour, but the flavor is so good. I need another one. We did add a piece of garlic in here, which really, I think, adds really well to the flavor. Yum. Oh. Let's see if I can open this one. Okay, so these are the hot wax ones. Okay, so let's take the weight out of this one too. I'll make a giant mess here. Also,
hopefully we can take it out.
There we go.
Got it. Perfect.
Are you gonna try these?
No.
Well, I'll tell you if they're spicy.
Okay.
I'm expecting these to taste just as good.
They sound crunchier.
They're crunchier. That could just be the difference in the peppers. But they're spicy.
I'm not trying.
You probably shouldn't try these. No. But they're so good. I almost wish they were a little bit more sour, kind of like vinegar. So I think next time if we do this again, I might leave them for 3 weeks rather than 2. But they are definitely crunchier. But they're both good. So you guys, if you have not fermented peppers before, I highly recommend it. These are very good. Now that these are done, we can just put a regular canning top on, a lid, or one of the plastic canning lids, but these need to go into the refrigerator once they're done. But amazing, okay, amazing. Okay, so now we're gonna try the pickled peppers from last year. Now this is pickled with a vinegar brine, and it goes through the water bath canning process so that it is shelf stable for at least 12 to 18 months, maybe longer. And I'm gonna use this handy dandy, it's called a PICKLED. These devices were made to help you open your canning jars without damaging the lids. And I have a surprise for you. I actually have some extras of these. One of our awesome subscribers sent me some of these for a giveaway. So today we're going to be actually giving away 2 of these PICKLEDs. Now, I also have more than just 2, so I'll be able to do more giveaways in the future, but today is the very first chance that you will have to win one of these PICKLEDs. Every time I show this in my videos, people are asking, where do I get those? Where do I get those? So it's your lucky day today. If you are interested in winning one of our PICKLEDs that one of our subscribers sent to us, make sure, now this is how you enter, okay? Make sure that you comment below, okay? And you'll be entered into our drawing. Okay, so let's get trying these pickled peppers. These are from last year. These are pepperoncinis, and they might be too spicy for Samantha. Now, I have eaten these before, so it's not like I've never tried these, but it's really good to have a comparison. It's much different. These are almost sweet. They're definitely not crisp anymore, but the outside skin was kind of hard, you know, waxy. So those are that's still a little bit crunchy, but the insides are a lot more mushy. I would say overall, I prefer the fermented peppers, but I don't have just unending refrigerator space, so I will still pickle some through the canning process so that I can have some that are shelf stable, but still good. So are you feeling adventurous?
No.
No? Okay. Well, she's gonna play it safe. Well, Samantha and I decided to brave the elements and go out to the garden in the rain. It's really not raining that hard, but it's like misting heavily. So we're gonna go pick some peppers so that we can pickle some through the canning process, so that I have those on the shelf for the winter. The ducks like the rain. Go on in. You guys, look at these beautiful purple peppers. Purple peppers. They're gorgeous. So pick some of your peppers. Make sure you get the big ones that are mostly yellow. Whoops. It's okay. And next door are the jalapenos, so why don't you pick some?
These?
No, the green ones there.
Okay.
Those are the not spicy jalapenos from Baker Creek. Those will be pretty.
And they taste just like jalapenos, but they don't, the spice doesn't kick in.
Right.
Oh, here's some big ones.
Time for some hot wax peppers. We're gonna keep these separate by our ice cream pails. Mine has a red handle.
And that means deathly hot.
They're not deathly hot. So actually over here, these are some nice ones. Pigs are being noisy, eating. And I'm gonna get some jalapenos too. Okay, let's go get started inside. So we got a bunch of the mild peppers that Samantha likes, the banana peppers and the jalapenos. These are gonna be fun. So we're going to pickle them and can them today so that we can have them in our long-term storage. And so I figured that I would show you guys how to do that as well, since a couple weeks ago I showed you how to ferment the other peppers. So Samantha and I are gonna work on these today. I'm hoping that we'll be able to can 5 pints of these pickled mild peppers. Now I'm going to be using a recipe from my very, very favorite canning book, which is in our Amazon shop if you want to take a look at it. It is the Ball Complete Book of Home Preserving, my favorite. And we are using the pickled hot peppers recipe on page 318. So we need to get just all of our supplies up here, our jars, and we need to get to slicing. So we're all set up. I'm hoping we can get 5 pints of the peppers, but if we don't, we'll just reduce the amount of pickling liquid. So the first thing we're gonna do is to put 1 crushed clove of garlic in each one of the pints. Samantha has already peeled them, and now we're just gonna smash them with a knife to open them up a little bit. And that way, go ahead. That way the flavor of the garlic will permeate the pickling liquid into the peppers. Yep, just go ahead and do that. I'll do 2 of them. I'm gonna try to do 2 jars. We'll see if Samantha can do 3 jars of peppers. Again, these are the mild peppers, and we're just gonna slice these into about 1/2-inch rings and put them in the jars up to about 1 inch from the top of the jar. And I think it will be pretty for us to alternate between the banana peppers and the mild jalapeno peppers. So look at how pretty these are. So we have all 5 of those all set up. So we need to just clean up. I've got my compost bucket over here. That's where we're gonna put all of the tops of the peppers. Goes in the compost pile to make good dirt. Then we need to get the pickling liquid ready. Okay, this pickling liquid is so easy. It is 6 cups of white vinegar and 2 cups of water. So go ahead and start filling up this measuring cup. This is a 4 cup measuring cup, so we'll do 4 cups and then 2 cups. When we get this all done, we're gonna put it in this pot and we're gonna bring it to a boil on the stove. And now, 2 cups of water. It's nice to have Samantha as an assistant in the kitchen. Okay, now we just need to get this on the stove and bring it to a boil. In the meantime, we're gonna get all set up to do our canning. Yes. Okay, we're all set to can. And I'm gonna go through 1 round and then I'm gonna turn it over for Samantha to learn how to can today. I never told her that, but that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we've got our pickling liquid here. It was just boiling. I just took it off of the stove. We're gonna bring over 1 of our jars, and I'm gonna use a canning funnel to control the liquid going in there. So we're gonna fill that up with liquid all the way until it's 1/2 inch from the top. That's good. Now we need to wipe the top. Yep, it's hot. Gotta be careful.
I didn't realize it was that hot.
Okay, put a lid on.
And then we put the garlic in there?
Yep,
yeah,
put it in
cool.
first.
I'm sorry.
Now the ring. Careful, remember it's hot. And now we're gonna screw it on finger tight, but not super duper tight. Okay, here we go. Now take the tongs, and we're gonna put it in the pot, which is hot. Hold on. Put it in. Now we're gonna do the same thing for the rest of them. I'm gonna switch and you take over. Maybe you can I know it's strong, isn't it?
Steam goes right up my nose.
Well, it's like vinegar steam. Like you can take over canning.
No.
Okay, now take it off and put it on there and then, you know, jab it. I put it in there so it doesn't get dirty. Not too much though, because you really don't want all the peppers to come out. Let me show you how I do it. Okay, go around the edges like that.
Yes,
That's good. Okay, use your rag to wipe the rim. And the reason we're doing that is to make sure there's no debris around there that would prevent the seal on the lid. I know it's hot.
It never been my list. The steam.
I know.
Vinegar steam is not very fun.
There you go.
It's like screaming.
We'll just do that until we fill all these up. Last one into the pot. Now this time put the lid on. I'm going to turn it on high. Great. Okay, so when you're putting your jars into the pot of water, in the end the water should be 1 to 2 inches above the tops of the jars to make sure that there's enough heat surrounding that as it's canning. Once the water in the pot comes back to a boil or comes up to a boil, that's when we're going to start our timer. These peppers need to process for 10 minutes, but because of our altitude, we need to add an additional 5 minutes. So once it comes up to a boil, we will set a timer for 15 minutes. After that is over, we will turn off the heat and remove the lid and let them sit in there for another 5 minutes before we take them out and put them on the counter. So we'll check back then. Time is up. I'm going to turn off the heat and remove the lid. We're just going to wait 5 more minutes until we take them out of the pot. So there you go, guys, 5 beautiful pints of pickled peppers. They're gonna last on the canning shelf for 12 to 18 months if we don't eat them before then. But you know, I really don't prefer one over the other. In fact, while these were processing, I actually made another batch of the peppers here to be fermenting. I'm really gonna enjoy both of them. So before you go, don't forget to check out the canning book, my favorite canning book, on Amazon. And don't forget about the giveaway that we have 2 of these pry lids to give away. Make sure you leave a comment below if you want to be entered into the contest. You guys, thanks so much for joining us today. Thanks for coming along as I teach Samantha how to can. It's a good skill to have, and I'm glad that she is interested. If you're enjoying our videos and you're not subscribed yet, please consider doing that. We would appreciate it. And if you enjoyed this video and know other people who would like it, please share it with them too. Until next time, thank you so much for stopping by the homestead. Take care and God bless.